Hey guys, back with another video. I know it's been a little while, but there's a lot going on in the world right now, and I've been thinking a lot about some of these current events going on, and wanted to do basically a part 2 to the last video that I did regarding the power of belief, and basically just the power that our thoughts have. So I was recently having a conversation with a friend about how, people of color have been subject to racism and discrimination and all types of, unfair policies and treatment for, the last several hundred years here in the U.S. and, it's been going on for thousands of years in other parts of the world, even before that. But my personal belief surrounding this issue is that humanity is currently basically overall is in a low vibrational frequency and is also at not a very high level of consciousness relatively when it's compared to the universe as a whole. Because I do believe that there are beings out there. I don't think I've gone too much into the whole extraterrestrial topic on this channel, but in a universe that literally, has no end or no end that we can see, to me, it's quite obvious that there are other intelligence that exist in the universe. And I think that on the scale of the emotional evolution that a civilization will go through as they evolve, through time, I think that we're quite low. And part of the reason for that is that we just haven't existed for that long. I think archaeologists, scientists in general, agree that humans have existed for about 250,000 years, but only about the past 10,000 years have we had any type of society whatsoever. And really, it's been, the last 5,000 of recorded history where we've had some more advanced civilizations. So I think humanity has a long way to go on the spiritual and the emotional evolutionary track, if you will. So regarding this issue about, discriminating against people based on the color of their skin, which, let me just say, is honestly one of the dumbest things that humanity has done. And humanity has done quite a few dumb things, but to me, this is very high up on the list. And obviously it was done for a reason. It was done to try to extract more resources and exploit people to the highest level that, the people in power possibly could. And so they created this false notion that, certain people were of less value and should be used for their labor, etc. All in an attempt to basically just, exploit them and take advantage of their strength and of the resources that they have available, and basically convert those resources into, monetary gains for themselves. So my personal belief regarding this issue about discriminating against certain groups of people based on the color of their skin, or maybe based on what religion they practice, etc., is, kind of a very archaic mindset to have, and is a byproduct, I believe, of the overall level of consciousness that humanity is currently at. But I believe that in time, it will improve greatly, and quite possibly at a certain point in time become completely eradicated, or to the point where you just have a very small percentage of people who still hold those beliefs. I do think that humanity is quite far away from reaching this type of point. We could be 500 years away, 1,000 years away. I'm not sure exactly, but I do believe very strongly that at some point in time, these type of false beliefs will erode and hopefully will completely evaporate at some point in time. However, I was having a conversation with a friend, and he happens to be a person of color. And, you know, we've had a lot of these conversations about, you know, all the unfair treatment that people of color experience. And I totally agree with him. And, you know, I have a lot of sympathy for, you know, a lot of the unfair treatment that goes on. But at the same time, I do hold this belief that at a certain point in time, most likely not in our lifetimes, unfortunately, this will change. And he said to me straight up, you know, this will never change. So I think that that's a very bad mindset to have, because it's, you know, basically seeing the glass as half full, and it's a very pessimistic mindset. And what people don't understand is that, you know, their beliefs and their thoughts do contribute to the actual reality that we're experiencing. So the more people that think, you know, persons of color or persons of a certain religion will always be persecuted because they've always been persecuted since the beginning of time, that belief, and I know a lot of people probably think that I'm just crazy, think that there's nothing to what I'm saying here, those beliefs will actually make it less likely that things will get better. And so that's kind of why I touched on in the last video, is that, you know, we need to shift our beliefs into a positive direction so that we can actually change our reality. And I know, again, to a lot of people, this is going to sound completely nuts, but these are kind of the invisible forces that are at play in our world. And this is why I say, you know, that people don't really understand the nature of our reality. And they don't believe how much of an impact our thoughts and our feelings and our emotions and our beliefs have a direct influence on our personal reality and on the Earth's reality as a whole. And the more people that have a negative belief one way, it's going to have a real effect in our 3D reality. And I just wanted to say one other thing. With a lot of these ideas and notions that I'm expressing, these are actually not my ideas or beliefs or wisdom, if you will. This is knowledge and wisdom that has been given to me by a higher source, and I'm just operating on a frequency where I'm able to receive it. I'm not some special person that has all of these unique ideas. These ideas exist within the universe, and I've somehow been able to tap into these ideas, into these truths, into this wisdom. And everyone who's watching this video has the exact same capability. It's just about fine-tuning yourself to the right frequency so that you can be in line with the truth and the wisdom and the beliefs that will serve you best and will serve your highest purpose. So I hope you guys kind of understand what I'm saying here, where we really need to protect our thoughts and our beliefs. It's kind of like in Buddhism. I think it's like they have it's like the Noble Eightfold Path, and I can't remember exactly what the Noble Eightfold Path is, but I know it's like I believe it's like right thought, right speech, and right action. So it's like it starts first with what you think in your mind, then you say it, and then you act on it. And that's how we manifest, that's how we change our reality, through thoughts, through words, and through actions. But it starts with the thoughts, and people greatly underestimate how important it is to protect the nature of our thoughts and to really try to shift them into the most positive direction that we can, because that's how we can change the world. I know it sounds cheesy, I know it sounds like woo, but that is the nature of the reality that we are living in. So I hope you guys are kind of vibing with me on these ideas and understand where I'm coming from and kind of feel where I'm coming from. And I want to keep sharing my ideas and thoughts with you guys because I believe that they can have a real positive impact. I hope everybody is well, and I hope everybody has a good holiday and a happy new year. I'll see you guys again soon. Take care.